MX Token. MX Token is one that I think people are probably sleeping on, to be honest. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of centralized exchange tokens, but let's be honest, they always make profit. And I'm going to go into exactly why they made profit, along with why I think MX Token still has a lot of gains to be had. Before I get into that though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed everyone that I was buying up all of these coins because I expected them to rocket up in price. You can see what the prices of all these coins were when I recorded and released my videos. You can see the highs all these coins hit a little less than 18 months on. It was actually about 17 months on. You can also see what the profit would have been from $100 into each. And if you had done that, thrown 100 into every single one, that would have been a $2,600 investment in total. Selling 18 months on-ish, your profit from that would have been over 123 grand. It's pretty good, right? Now, I sold all of these. We've had the market crash. Since the market crash, I've been buying up new cryptos very regularly. Anytime I find a coin that I think can do serious gains, whether that's a 40x, a 50x, or 100x, I get in on them. What I will do is I will jump onto my website, which is copymycrypto.com, and I will tell all the members about them. So I will tell them what the coin is that I'm going to buy, why I'm buying it, what kind of profits I think it can have, and what percentage of my money I'm putting in. So they always see my live portfolio. Not only that though, it saves them thousands of hours of work. Members don't have to dive into white papers. Members don't have to learn chart patterns or any other nonsense that you have to do to be successful in these markets. They can simply copy along, make the exact same profits I do, but do no work. Now, if that sounds good to you, just head over to copymycrypto.com, have a look at it. Okay, there's a link in the description. Read through the site. What you'll see on there is what the members have earned, what I've said in the past, and what ended up happening. Whether that was predicting Phantom to be one of the best gainers in the previous bull cycle, whether that was trying to get people out of a DeFi project that inevitably crashed, all of it's public record, so you can verify it all. And if you like what you see, guys, you should join. Right, MX Token. There's a few things that I want to really talk about here. So MX Token is the native crypto of the centralized exchange MEXC. Excuse me, guys, sorry. Now, MX powers the entire exchange, provides holders with benefits, whether that's like discounts on trading, whether that's profit sharing profit sharing releases from trading, or whether that is just fundamentally the access that you get to launch pads and everything else. So they provide spot, margin, and futures trading. The exchange offers a versatile digital asset trading service, passive investment staking, DeFi tools, and more. We know the deal with how centralized exchanges work. Even if you're new to crypto, you should be pretty aware of that by now. Co-founded by Sheen Zin Hu, Aaron Wagner, and Peter. Oh my God, Brzezinski. I hope I said that right. The exchange has been, the company has been established since 2018. And the exchange has obviously been running for quite a while now. The actual token only came about in 2019. Had a nice spike in the bull cycle, hit $3.70 at its peak, which wasn't bad. But one thing that's worth noting is MX has grown dramatically. So this is the current exchanges, right? Top cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, let's be clear, right? CoinMarketCap.com is owned by Binance. So, of course, there's a huge discrepancy between the score that they've given themselves and the score they've given everyone else. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, the difference, it's such a bias and it's obvious, but it is what it is, right? But obviously they can create the score based on whatever factors that they want. So they weight the factors to the benefit of Binance, right? But if we're just looking on a trading volume basis, which is actually where we should be looking, Ugh. What is going on here? Right. So apparently, CoinTiger is doing some serious volume in the last 24 hours. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Okay. Anyway, so Binance did nearly $6 billion in volume over the last 24 hours. You've got Top Credit, which I've never heard of. So again, I'd be doubting that. Biker, Upbit is doing some pretty good volume. IndoX, Forex, Coinbase. So like, now a lot of these, Bybit, you'd expect that with Bybit and BitTrue, to be fair. SuperX, never heard of. But then Coinbase and MEXC. Now, look at the difference. We're talking about a $3 million difference. That is minimal. We're not even talking about like 1%. We're talking about 0.3% of the overall trading volume difference. MEXC is doing insane volume quite regularly. MEXC, by the way, beaten out Huobi. Yeah? So MEXC is doing like $1 billion volume in the last 24 hours. And why is this relevant? Well, so when new people enter the market, the first place that anyone... Bloody hell, this is annoying, by the way. MEXC needs to get rid of that crap. So one thing that happens when new investors, new retail investors enter the market, they go to centralized exchanges. There's literally never been a person that's gone from not knowing anything about crypto to jumping onto a DEX. It just hasn't happened, right? But they do go to centralized exchanges. Now, MEXC is one of the biggest. It's certainly doing some of the most volume, and certainly it's very legitimate volume. And the coin that everyone's most exposed to when they join a centralized exchange is the native token of that exchange. So anyone that's joining MEXC are going to be exposed to the MX token tons. And what ends up happening is you buy the thing you're most exposed to. It's the same principle as how friggin' phones work. Why do people buy Apple? Apple is shite. Apple phones suck, and yet people buy them. Even though you know they're going to break in a year, 2 years. They've got like a literal built-in break time where you're going to have to then buy a new phone. And people still buy it. It blows my mind. Right? Anyway, rant over. But, so... people are going to be exposed to the MX token tons when they join this exchange. As a result, this token is going to garner a lot of interest throughout the bull cycle. Now, interestingly, quite often what we end up seeing is the exchange tokens being one of the last of all crypto tokens to pump. But MEXC have really good features. You know, they've got the launchpad, they've got the Kickstarter. So if you're an MX holder, you get some serious privileges, and you can get hold of new tokens. You know, they've got the savings, and they've got the MX Zone, again, privileges and rewards for MX token holders. You know, it's not particularly different to any other exchange that's knocking about in that regard. I actually have less sort of earning features than a number of the centralized exchanges out there. But it's a very good exchange. It's like their liquidity is damn good. I've never had an issue with MEXC. So the MX token is going to pump. And again, if we just look historically at things like KuCoin is only ever went to a new high. You know, in the first bull cycle in 2017-18, it hit $20. In the most recent one, it hit $28.80. And I think the same thing will probably happen with MX token, is they'll go to a new high. Well, they'll definitely go to a new high. That's inevitable. The high is $3.70. Of course, they're going to go to a new high. But I actually look at this and go, this should actually hit around $20, $25. It wouldn't shock me at all. That would put it at a couple $1 billion market cap, which again, just from logic, just from a premise of logic, if their volume per day is knocking around $1 billion, why the hell isn't the coin that fuels the entire exchange not the entire exchange. Obviously, you can make trades without having to be an MX holder, but the token fuels the exchange. Of course, it's going to be more. Of course, the coin is going to have a market cap over $1 billion. It should be having multiple billions. To be honest, I think $20 is quite conservative. This should be knocking around 30 or $40. But right now, in that its previous high is only about $3.70, $20 is quite a hike from that. So I'm hesitant to say much else, but I wouldn't. This would not be a surprise to see this hit $40, would it? Their daily volume is nearly $1 billion. Why wouldn't the token that fuels it be worth $4 billion, as an example? So yeah, for me, I think this is just one that's stupidly undervalued. It seems inevitable that this is going to hit, double digits. I think $20 is a fair target. But yeah, I think 40 could be hit. But let me know what you guys think. And if you use MEXC, how do you find it? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments. And guys, look, if you just want to take the work out of your crypto investing, if you want to make it simpler, in fact, not even simpler, if you want to make it just work free, that's what copymycrypto.com is. It's where I dive into the markets every day. I find coins that are winners, and when I do, I buy them. And what I'll do is I'll jump onto my site, I'll tell my members about the coin, the profits I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm putting in, they can copy along. It means there's no work for any of the members. It means they're saved thousands and thousands of hours worth of research and time and energy that they could be putting into anything else, whether that's hobbies, friends, family, or whatever. And if you've never been on to copymycrypto.com, go check out the site. What you'll see on there is what I've said in the past and what ended up happening, as well as what the members have earned. All of it's public record. Verify it all. If you like what you see, you should join, guys. And that is it from me. Have a good day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.